Motherfuckers just don't know how you winning. They just don't know how you winning. They don't know how you succeed, and they don't know how you getting the shit that you want so effortlessly, bro. They wondering, they flabbergasted. It is 10:08. It's 10:08, and I literally been sitting down since 8 o'clock. I mean, I've been here since 8, but it's like I've been sitting down for the past 2 hours, not doing shit. And I guess in a way, it's like it hit differently when you know that your job already finished. Like, I'm a janitor. Y'all already know that, right? I clean the grounds, clean the buildings, you know, but it's like they already clean. Like, they literally are. Like, the property is clean, and it's only 10:06. I get off at 5. It's like, what the hell did a nigga really do today? And that's been since I've been working here damn near. Like, don't get me wrong, it was started off hard and shit like that, but now this shit kind of just, you know, just flow. It's like, it's not even really as bad as you think it is, and then it's right here in the hood. Like, and I only say hood because, you know, shit, I stay in the youth homeless shelters type shit like that. Or that's where I'm residing at. I don't say I stay there because I don't stay there. Shit, I could go somewhere else. But I'm living better than, what, 60? I'm living better than half of the world's population right now. And that's not me being high-headed or anything like that, or me being boasted, right? I'm basically just saying that to just say you gotta take advantage of the opportunity that you have, because shit, I could be anxious and worried and stressed about what motherfuckers say and what motherfuckers think about me staying in a youth homeless shelter. Shit, I did plenty videos in that youth homeless shelter known as Covenant House, right? A nigga's not paying no rent. I don't pay for food. Like, goddamn me, it's like, and I can go freely when I want to. I got things out of Covenant House, like a digital marketing certification, digital marketing e-commerce certification. It's like, you gotta take advantage of the opportunities. And then the course that we had, right, the certification course that we had, I didn't even have to pay for. People wondering how I'm winning. People wondering how I'm winning. Go watch the previous videos. Y'all remember me not having no car. Y'all remember me walking and catching a bus and shit like that to work, which was literally only around the corner. Like, I don't even have to drive to work. I can catch one, but I can walk 15 minutes and be at work. But I got the car ultimately to, you know, benefit me as far as being able to go out more and go to further places and shit like that, man. Like, it's crazy, man. This motherfucker standing outside and shit like that right now. And I don't say it to, you know, try to down them or anything like that. I'm only saying this to just bring awareness of the dualistic universe that we live in. Because it's like, shit, one day you up, one day you down. Goddamn me. One day you out of your feelings, one day you in your feelings. So within, so without, so above, so below. And I'm not paying a car note. The only thing I'm paying for is gas. Like, I mean, I just gave my goddess and shit like that couple bucks and shit like that to, you know, help her for her nails and her and, you know, all that things that, you know, females love. But it's like, you know, I'm happy I was able to do that because it shows like, damn, a nigga is making more money than I ever have, really, because shit, I can give out hundreds and still have hundreds. Like at first I couldn't do that. But it's not like you're just gonna do it by sheer will, type shit like that. You have to have a knowing, right? That you have everything that you need, that you are already the embodiment of everything that you want and desire. It's just getting on that frequency. 311 on the clock. Angel numbers. But you know, the number 13 resonates deeply with me simply because I was born on Friday the 13th, first of all. April, Friday the 13th. Shit, I'm big in numerology. I'm big in psychology, astrology, and etymology. Like, I am the NEEP. And it's crazy because numerology, etymology, astrology, and psychology spell, or that it spells an acronym NEEP, right? N-E-A-P. NEEP is basically a reference referring to tides and shit like that, right? So a neap tide would be like a neap tide would be a neap tide would be like at a point where the ocean has a kind of like a common balance, and low tides and high tides, it's like where the water is like the calmest on some shit like that. It's like a neap tide. And then you have, of course, spring tides and shit like that. And then you have low tides and shit. You know, spring tides are, I believe, high tides. And then you have low tides and shit. And then you have like neap and shit like that. But basically, I had already wrote this shit down yesterday. I'm just explaining it today, you know, to really just put some light on it, right? Because it's like, alright, so first of all, when even writing and shit like that, when writing, you have to first of all remember that you are participating in a rite, which is which is R-I-T-E. A rite is a communication. It's a ritual of communication, right? So it's like, I use blue. Blue is throat chakra energy, right? We know that colors and shit like that affect, you know, energy centers. They affect your vibration, right? So start implementing it and actually using colors, color magic, right? Not only that, but I try to write in blue ink if I do have it. But more than that, I actually been trying to learn how to write in cursive again, because I understand the power of writing and how it really puts an imprint on your subconscious mind. Right, so the subconscious mind is, of course, your feminine energy, right? It's the feminine side of you, while your conscious mind is the masculine side of you, right? Your right hemisphere is your subconscious mind, and your left hemisphere is your conscious mind. what we lost mentally, spiritually, and physically, we lost balance between that right and that left hemisphere. So it's like writing engages both the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. Same thing with crossing your legs, because it's like, you know, you're crossing your legs, you're like crossing energies, right? Which results in like more creativity and shit like that. But basically, what they had to do with in cursive was in cursive, right? A curve, any number that is a curve, any number, I guess you can say, that's curved would be like a feminine energy or a feminine number. Like, you know that 1 is masculine, but you know that 2 is feminine. Why? Because of the curve of the number 2. Not only that, but 1, if you look at it as far as analogy, let's take the male testicles, right? It's straight, right? Also shit like that is straight, right? Our, you know, reproductive organ is straight, while the number 2 has that curve in it, right? That curve right there, that's almost like, if you look at it from a certain angle, it's actually like a pregnant woman. The 2 actually, like, the curve of the 2 actually looks like a pregnant woman. And then that's when she gives birth to the 3, right? Which is the mother, father, and child. So it's like, you know, it really like play into itself once you understand the basics of this shit. Because like the basics of this shit, it's so basic. It's so basic. But it's not simple. It's basic, but it's not simple, right? But basically, writing in cursive just really interacts in cursive, right? Writing with that curve interacts with your subconscious mind, right? Which allows you to hold the information a lot more stronger, right? We write in a lot of straight lines when we write our alphabets and shit like that. Yeah, we do have curves in our alphabet. So, I mean, I guess you can say we write in curves, but when you're connecting this shit, when it's flowing so fluidly to the point where you don't even have to lift the pen off the paper, right? That flow is causing more flow of information. Simple said, it's causing a greater flow of information. Like they say, when you rhyme and whatever like that, you almost make what you said. 1 second, my manager called.